Our client filed a petition before the Constitutional Court in the High Court in Nairobi. Petition number is 624 of 2025. That is Edward Kamau Gituku versus Sergeant Bramwell Saima. The matter appeared before the judge, Justice Mugambi, and he gave orders stopping any form of interference, any form of asking for medical records from the doctors. The matter is slated to come on 14th of October 2025. We decided not to sue the DCI or the IG because this officer was not instructed by the IG, he was not instructed by the DCI. Every time individual police officers misbehave, when the courts award costs, it is the taxpayer who pays. And that is why this impunity, we have decided we must stop it. This is not an act by the National Police Service Commission. This is an act by one zealous officer who has put that he is the law. We have sued him personally. The Attorney General will not represent him. He will hire an advocate from his salary once he is found guilty, because we are asking a compensation of Kenya shillings, 10 million shillings from him to our client, and plus costs. He will defend himself alone. There is no Inspector General Police here. There is no DCI here. And this will serve as notice that any police officer is liable alone. Let us not be hiding that we are working under the National Police Service and the taxpayer, Wanjiku, pays for your wrong decisions. He'll get it. We don't care whether his salary is below 20,000 shillings. He will have to look for a way to serve. If he doesn't, we'll take him to contempt of court. Failure to pay, he will go to committee prison for 6 months. And this is a warning call to all police officers. Respect Article 232 that tells you you serve as per the code of conduct of the police and as per the rules and the regulations and the laws of this country. We have told the court the people who were there were job seekers, ex-KDF soldiers, above the ages of 26 to 43. These are people who have served in the Kenyan Defense Forces and they have exited with honor. They have left cleared by the Kenyan judiciary. They are jobless. They are going to look for a job. They cannot be trafficked. It is laughable, as Cliff says it, that you can scare an ex-KDF man. It cannot happen. These are the people who defend, and they are going to Russia to look for a job. The Minister for Labor opened a trade agreement, a bilateral agreement signed by Kenya and Russia to allow Kenyans to go and work in Russia. Among the jobs that these Kenyans are doing, they are truck drivers, they are maids, they are doctors, they are teachers, even lawyers. One of these days, we might also decide to apply to go and work there. Plus soldiers. The job market has opened. So there is no way these people are being called that they were being trafficked. Two, when they are going abroad, they record a video that I am ready, I'm a former trained soldier, I know what is happening, and I'm ready to go for that. Soldiers, they have their occupational hazards, being they can die in line. We have seen our police officers who went to Haiti, 2 freer have come here. dead. So there's nothing strange about it. Lastly, on whether these people are vulnerable and they are victim, there is nobody who has gone there. Remember, last week, the DCI, one officer called Sergeant Samuel, wrote a letter to the doctors, two doctors who had medically examined these people before they went, seeking records, personal medical records from the doctors for the last 6 months. We went to court with the Cliff and got orders, constitutional orders, that the police cannot, shall not, will not be allowed to access personal medical records of a patient. So simply, to put it very strictly, this is a business rivalry. Companies that recruit ex-military officers are all over worldwide. Every country worldwide. Originally, they used to be called dogs of war. They became to be known the mercenaries. Today, they are called the technical support team. That is soldiers from outside the country where they are going. So this is not a new thing. The companies that are competing for the new market in Russia in supplying ex-military officers are the ones that have fixed our client. And you know how vicious business competition can be. There is no security issue. Nobody has raised an issue about the national security of this republic. Nobody has raised an issue that these are people who are going out like Al-Qaeda to go and train and come and terrorize this country. Nobody has raised an issue that any of these people were carried and left. There are valid documents, visas, Russia visas, Kenyan immigration passports. These people are going and they come back. And as I said the other day, the contracts are very simple. Once you go, you are entitled to an upfront payment of 2 million shillings. When you are there, your salary is between 285,000 to 300,000 Kenyans. Are we stopping jobless people who are looking for a job from earning a job? Is this, we get a lot of foreign remittances from Europe and USA. Is this not another way to get our young people who are at the age of productivity sending foreign currency back to this country? For record purposes, it is not only in Russia. Ukraine, Kenyans are there. The British Army recruits Kenyans. The US Marine, Ombeta's brother, died in the US Marine. So really this is business, but we are ready to fight this matter to the end.